And welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Kult, Divinity Lost, Campaign Trapped Within. As always, I'm your GM, Matihi. Tonight, we'll be joined, of course, by Kane, played by Tednak, Terry, played by Ghost, Emil, played by Aki, and Daniel, played by Ro. And of course, as with all the games relating to this particular campaign, viewer discretion will be advised. Now on to this episode, Awakening. These past few days have felt like a whirlwind. Images popping into your minds, seeing things that may or may not be there. Since you had stopped taking your pills, your life has become slightly alien to you. The men and women who've come seeking Kane in Silas's home weigh heavy on your minds. Silas said he had taken care of the bodies, but does that mean you killed them? How do you deal with the emotional toll of taking someone's life? Terry needs to speak with Daniel. He had spoken with Alyssa, or as she says her name is, Tammy. He had learned it was Daniel's hand that had brought her demise. There's much he had to share, and he could only do so in person. As Kane eventually ventured off to attend his concert, this left Daniel alone with Faith. She'd fallen asleep soon after he had left. Daniel sits at the edge of his seat, worry about his dog plaguing him. Thoughts of Tammy came into his mind. Had she survived Kane hitting her with a car? Would she tell the cops? How was he to handle this? And Emil was finally able to relax in his apartment. He lights up his third joint within the hour, smoking it quickly as he flips through the pages of Dr. Silas's book. He'd found grotesque drawings depicting a woman hanging by her rotted flesh, exposed ribs, wings made from bone, and what he perceived to be fabric. But the hand detailing these images was careful. It drew its muse with a loving air about it, like the artist wanted to depict his lover. He stays seated, his mind getting lost in the pages. His obsession with what he sees grows. And Emil, as you're in your living room and staring at the book, I'd like you to make me a disadvantage roll.
Of course. I have to click the button first. There we go. Oh no.
Oh, good.
And thus it begins.
Let's see, I think it's 3. Yeah, 3 holes.
Yeah, Emil pours through the book and also pulls up his phone here and there, his computer when he has the time to go over and actually look through it there, but pours through Google and the books, trying to match words here and there where he can, just entirely fixated on figuring out what exactly is going on, what exactly the doctor might be.
And as you're pouring through the book, you're looking through your phone, looking at what this could all mean, these words that you're seeing mean exactly. You fail to notice that your phone has been pinging, and ringing, and vibrating. Eventually, just automatically switch to Do Not Disturb. You're too entrenched in what you're looking at. And eventually, it's been hours at this point. It's fairly late in the evening. And you see, finally, snapped out of the haze with the last text message. You see Vivian has been trying to get a hold of you over and over. Do you scroll through the messages, or do you just leave it?
Yeah, he is curious. He'd immediately basically swipe all the way up to the first one, and then go through in order.
You see, as she's messaging you, it seems she's getting more and more annoyed that you're not responding. You finally remember that you were supposed to meet with both her and Terry to go on a hike today.
Yeah,
Let's
well,
see. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, he kind of. Oh shit, man! Oh, damn it! And he slams the book closed and kind of gets everything gathered up off of the couch as he starts throwing messages of "so sorry," some really heavy shit's going on, etc., etc.
Your phone immediately jumps down to the bottom as there was more messages throughout. You saw about an hour ago that she said she was coming over. And you see that she messaged you about 15 minutes ago saying that she was here. 13 minutes ago telling you to let her in. She knows you're home. 12 minutes ago saying that there's some guy staring at her as she stands in the doorway. 10 minutes ago that he hasn't left and keeps staring. And you see 8 minutes ago an all caps message from her. It says, "Let me in." Nothing past that.
Yeah, as he's kind of got the book like halfway over to the desk, as he finally sees that message, he rushes over to the door and starts hammering away at the text to, where are you, etc.
Let's see. Give me one moment to find. No, not that one. It's getting a bit darker at this point. Oh, there's lots of maps, so it's sometimes hard to find things.
It's all good.
Ah, perfect. Eventually, you run down the steps outside your apartment, and I'll grab you in this. As you finish texting, you hear a buzz at your feet near the door. You see the charm that she keeps on her phone. You see the phone attached to it. It's laying on the ground by the door.
Yeah, Emil immediately begins to go pale. Oh no, damn it. And he picks up the phone and looks to see if there's anything that sticks out immediately.
See, it's broken. When you look at it, the screen looks shattered as it dropped face down onto a rock. It's not fully destroyed. You can still see your messages there. And it looked like she had tried to call 911. It was a 9 and a 1 into the phone part. That's all that was made out.
Does anything in the area stick out?
Why don't you make me, if you're just giving a quick glance, actually,
He's looking down around the phone and looking for like anything that would lead away or.
Make me an investigate check.
Alrighty.
Alright. Let's see, where's all my stuff? There it is. Cool. So you can ask one of the questions from what's going on.
I suppose it would be how can I find out more in regards to like where she's gone?
As you're looking around, you peer to the left, you see kind of down an alleyway by the side of your apartment. You see what looks like a running shoe. It seems to be sticking out from the side.
Yeah, Emil starts heading over that way. He's, by all means, completely rushing that direction. Head swiveling at every movement, every little noise. Just thinking about calling out for her, but not quite sure. Hesitating.
As you look down the alleyway, you hear what sounds like a muffled woman's cries. Eventually you hear impact. It feels like skin against skin. You hear a scream.
Yeah, Emil rushes there. At this point, his face kind of twisting, unsure what exactly is happening. Angry, confused.
You see the back of a man. Looks to be in a black hoodie. And you eventually come upon, at the kind of end, as they seem to be beside a dumpster, you see a barely clothed woman lying on the ground with a man above her, seems to be between her legs, and repeatedly punching her in the face. She cries out.
Yeah, before even checking who it is, he is, after everything he's been through and after what he thinks could be happening here, he completely just lets go. And I'm going to use inner power. Now that he just thinks immediately of everything he's been trying to figure out up till this point, and it all culminates in this moment where he's like, this is what it's for. And I will click the button.
Oh, nice.
Let's see, 12.
Okay, well, the closest opponent to you. So describe how you're trying to release this. What are you trying to do to
Yeah, Emil thinks deeply. He's been looking through the books, the various symbols, and then he kind of looks to the spot on his hand and thinks about it and thinks about some of the different words. And as he kind of starts to mutter them, he kind of holds his hand out towards it and just digs deep, thinking of the being that is seemingly bound to him as he reaches out with it almost towards this guy.
And as you reach out towards him, you see black tendrils explode from your hand. They seem to impale into his shoulder, lifting him off the woman, off the ground, and flinging him across and into the opposite wall. You see the face of a familiar man from the night before, as he looks to be pale in pain. And lying on the ground is there, who seems to be covering her. You see her face is beaten and bruised. You see Vivian lying there.
As Emil turns and sees her face, he looks to the man. Oh, you made a big mistake, man. You shouldn't have done that. And he begins walking towards him. As I think in this situation, I'm going to use the use of bound and call on the being.
All right, roll it.
Oh, I think because that's the one I roll at the start of session. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
so he's just like having it go. He's just basically telling it deal with this in his head. He's just You
don't lose control at this. You feel your hand, your eye again pulsate, losing sight in your right eye. You feel the bones start to extend. Your hand start to break and contort and grow. You feel the bone press and break through as your hand grows into almost a monstrous claw. All you feel is the rage that's built up inside you, seeing him again, the one who had bruised Connor and now had assaulted Vivian.
Emil watches, grasping his arms, each of them almost tearing at each other as he writhes in pain as they break apart and change, as he keeps that steady step towards the man and attempts to end him.
You hear Vivian. She screams, Emil, please stop.
And he stops in his tracks and, not turning around, looks at the man. What state is he in?
His face is pale. You can see blood pouring out of his shoulder. And you can see him look up to you with horror. He just starts to stop. How did you do that? What the fuck?
Emil just stands there and looks down towards his hands, holding them aloft, breathing deep as he looks at the guy. Run. And he reaches the hand, clawed and elongated, out towards him with one finger pointing at his head. Run right now, or I don't know what I'm going to do to you, man.
You see him get up, and he struggles to his feet, holding his wound, but as quickly as his feet can carry him, you see the blood dripping onto the ground as he hurries away. Eventually, around the corner, you hear him gasping and panting as he runs out of.
Emil will attempt to bring back and kind of hold down the bound spirit or being or whatever it is that has changed him. So
I'd like you to roll me disadvantage there.
Alrighty.
Ooh. Oh.
He's
even though
so in control right now.
Yeah, even though your hand has had a taste for blood, you feel that pulling. The voices start up in your head. Eventually, through sheer will, you're able to quiet them down. And your hand, still red, returns to normal.
As the pain kind of finally subsides, he kind of clenches it tight close to his stomach. Oh man. And kind of remembers himself and turns and runs over to Vivian. Are you alright? He didn't.
I don't know. You see her face. It's beaten, bloodied. You see her clothes are torn. She's trying to hold herself together. How did you... Where were you, Emil?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Vivian. You saw the kind of shit that's going on right now. It doesn't matter, though. It doesn't matter. We need to get you to the hospital, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. He pulls up his phone and calls 911.
You pull up your phone, calling 911, and as you do, the camera shifts to a hospital room, and I need to find... There it is. Inside, Daniel, you sit there, Kane, and recently... Why not put you in there, Kane, before you depart, since you're here? This is probably moments before you depart. You see Faith has quieted down, and she's fallen asleep in the... You know that she's actually to be released in a few hours. She seems fine now.
I'll be right back.
Oh. Daniel, you're sitting there with Faith. What do you do?
Is she asleep right now?
She is.
I'm sorry, she is?
Yes, she is.
As he waits for Kane to get back. Dan is just sitting in the chair, kind of rocking, trying to keep these thoughts at bay. Is that him walking through the door?
Yeah, Kane has just had to
Kane,
go
you're
to the
back?
bathroom, and he's just come back.
Yeah, he walks back. He looks at his phone to see what time it is. I gotta get going soon.
Yeah. You can tell Daniel's like almost off in his own world, and he looks up and he's like, "All right, yeah, you gonna be okay? You need any money?"
He looks in his wallet. He still has the money that his dad gave him a couple days before. No, I'm good, man. Which is almost shocking because he turns down money.
Yeah, and Daniel notices that too, and he says, let me give you some, I did, just in case." And
Okay.
he pulls out another $40 and pats him on the shoulder. I want you to be careful, son.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna... I don't know, man. It's... I don't know how to be careful. This is pretty fucking crazy. Where can we hide? What can we do?
Should I see if she's okay?
Who?
Answer, and he like turns around and puts his fingers to his lips, like he's worried about something.
Yeah. He knows. He goes, psh. Whatever is going on, she's right in the middle of it, and look what she did. Fuck her, man.
I'm gonna wait till we're released here, and I'm gonna head to Terry's house, and you be sure to come there, all right? And
Yeah, probably. I'll let you know. I might go back to Ed's. I mean, I don't know. I'll let you know. We'll see. I'll see what Fumi wants to do.
all right. Well, I care about you, son.
He looks a little confused. Yeah, I know, man. I care about you too. And he looks in the room, and her too. I know I'm being kind of a dick, but I mean, I think she was ripping our souls out, man. She was fucking us over, making us hate each other.
Well, I gotta say, I think you did the right thing. You getting your sister out of there, and hell, you got me out of there too.
He looks
The one
down.
protecting you.
Yes. I mean, something's going on, man. I don't know what's going on, but that picture. You need to figure out who that lady is.
You can tell at the mention of that too. He looks away and kind of a nervous look.
Kane just says,
Yeah.
"You got something to tell me, Dad? You're acting kind of spooky."
I think. Oh, I think she's just a fan. That crazy fan that tried to contact me a while back.
He rolls his eyes. Yeah, I don't know about that, but anyway, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah. All right, Kane. Be safe.
Alright. And he walks out the door. And, 1 second. I'll be right back.
As Kane leaves, Daniel leans up against the wall and he's watching him walk away and lying to his son about this whole thing.
And
He realizes pretty much that Kane knows he's being full of shit about this.
and you, as you're sitting there and Kane turns the corner and leaves, you see that your phone rings. The number is actually for the hospital that you're currently in.
Oh no. He's gonna answer it. Hello?
You hear a woman's voice on the other. Hello, is this Mr. Whiting?
Yes, this is him.
Oh, good. Unfortunately, I hate to be the bringer of bad news, but it looks as though your wife has been hit by a car. We had to bring her in. She's in the ICU right now. How quickly do you think you could get to the hospital?
Alright. I'll be right there.
All right.
Oh my
She's
god.
in room 208.
He tries to act a little surprised by it and says, alright.
You hang up the phone.
Hangs up.
Yeah. Do you go to the ICU?
That's at this hospital? The same
Yep.
hospital?
Same one.
He is not going to go. He's going to stay with her.
You stay with your daughter, and she's actually, you would know, because she's also in kind of the emergency unit. The room that Tammy's in isn't that much farther from where you are now. It's probably down the hall and to the right. But as you're there, Emil, you pass by as Vivian had actually been wheeled into the room across from Faith. And they admit her there. And let me grab one of the nurses. Where's my nurses? The nurse comes up to you. Excuse me, sir?
Yeah. What do you need?
Are you family with her?
Oh, no.
I would have to ask, but I don't think we can let you in. We need to do some tests. Can I ask what happened?
Oh, yeah, he kind of looks over to Vivian. How has she been since they got her in?
Vivian, on the way here, the hospital ride, she was fairly strong. She had tears going down her face, and she was clutching onto you tightly out of comfort. There's a familiarity about her holding you, but she got there and they wheeled her into the room. She started to break down and cry. You could see before they pulled the curtains closed.
Yeah, the whole way he's been trying to stick pretty close, and kind of turns back to the nurse. There's this drunk guy around my neighborhood. He's been a problem before. I need to actually call the police. One of them left a number for me to call if he didn't cause any more trouble again. But oh man, it's my fault. I should have been out there for her when she got there. Fuck.
Hey, don't blame yourself.
No, I should have. I don't know what I should have done. I'm sorry, ma'am. It's not your problem. But yeah. I'll call the cop that left me your number.
Okay. We'll be around, but She's very upset right now. We might have to put some sedatives, make
Okay.
sure she's all right. But we can speak to the police when they get here. And Emil, you see across the way, you actually see Daniel in the opposite room sitting. And Daniel, you lock eyes with Emil as there was a bit of a commotion as Vivian was brought in.
Hello, everyone. I'm Tet Knock from Blades in Black.
Emil has a rather surprised and confused look. You can see there's some red marks kind of down his face from underneath the sunglasses that are still on at this point. As he kind of gives like a very half-hearted nod and wave with a hand, still kind of down by his belt, but kind of addresses the woman. Yeah, thank you. I'll call him now.
She nods and she heads inside the room with Vivian.
And Emil kind of heads over, taps on the door of Daniel's room.
And Daniel like perks up as he sees him, kind of just shocked and surprised, and stands up, heads over immediately to him, and what you doing here?
I was just going to ask you that, man. Like fuck, what's going on? And he kind of looks over to Faith and in the bed, presumably. Is she all right? It's your daughter, yeah?
That's Faith. She's all right. Some crazy stuff happened. My wife. I don't even know where to start. I mean, she was poisoning her, our little girl, and me and Kane, we had to rescue her and get her out of the house.
Holy shit, man. That's like really fucking heavy. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, and he kind of pulls one of the chairs in the hall over, kind of sits. Sorry, man. I just need a second. It's been.
And what's going on with you? Why are you here?
He kind of raises his head up towards Vivian's room. My ex came over. Me and Terry were supposed to meet her today, but well, it obviously didn't happen, you know. And well, we told you about that guy, right? That drunk guy that tried to attack me before.
I don't remember that.
Well, it's a long story, man. But some fucking drunk dude, right? He attacked her, beat her up real bad.
Oh, you're just looking out for it then?
Yeah.
Well, he just missed Kane. Oh God, this is craziness. What's going on about the doctor?
Oh, yeah. There's still all that shit going on, huh? Oh, fuck, man. I just kind of cleared my mind of it for just a bit, you know? Well, I don't know if this is a conversation for, where we are, but it's kind of heavy.
Are we going to meet him? Are you going?
It might be a good idea, actually. I don't know what he's gonna do, but he's like a lot stronger than we thought, man. Like,
Daniel's like nervously peeking into the hallway from time to time too, like he's waiting for somebody to show up or something. Stronger than we thought. What do you mean by that?
well, listen,
Like-
right? I've been like looking into some things, and it's hard to explain, but
You hear a
Right.
knocking at the door as you two are speaking, and you see the nurse show. I'm sorry to interrupt. I apologize. She looks to Daniel. Your daughter, she's cleared to leave if you need. We unfortunately we do need the beds. We are the only hospital in town, unfortunately. And she looks to Emil. The police are here to speak with you as well.
Oh, good. Thanks. Sorry. Surprised to see somebody I knew, you know?
Of course, no. Please don't apologize, but... And she nods to the both of you and kind of heads out. And Emil, you see... And I guess, Daniel, you see the police from earlier, actually. Or, specifically, one of them. She's out standing in the hallway.
Yeah, and Emil kind of stands and heads over her way.
You head her way. And
Daniel
she looks
goes.
to you. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay. You go.
I was going to say, Daniel goes and he fetches Faith and starts to wake her up. Or if she doesn't wake up, he just puts her on his shoulder.
You're able to rouse her enough to get her up and walking, but she's still fairly sleepy, rubbing her eyes.
Yeah, so he ends up just picking her up and patting her on the back and carrying her. And as he walks out the door, he'll say, "Emil, I'll see you later. All right."
Yeah, of course. Text Terry and Kane and, have them text me, okay? We gotta talk about some stuff.
Terry. See you later.
Yeah, good. And Emil kind of nod and let Daniel head off as he heads over towards the policewoman.
Is there anything specific that you're going to talk to her about, or just describe the encounter?
Yeah, he'll kind of go over, that he had his phone on, silent, blah blah blah, and so he didn't know until it was too late, and the whole like self-loathing guilt trip, leading into the fact that it was that same guy, probably drunk again, and but when it comes to the part where he did the bad thing. He just says he like picked up some rubbish from nearby and threw it at him, and the guy was bleeding pretty bad when he ran off.
Let's see, why don't you... As you're kind of speaking to the officer, you're telling her what's going on.
Act under pressure.
Yeah, act under pressure so you're not sweating buckets. Oh my god, yeah, you...
So calm and collected.
Surprisingly calm and collected. She's smiling idly. She's noting things. You see her nodding every time, taking down all the details, and eventually she flips. Yes. I'll get to you in a moment. There's another exit if you want to avoid her completely. There, Daniel. Or do you want to go by and look at her?
Pretty awkward. I can imagine him walking past in the death glare.
Walk by and peek, and just keep walking. But he wants to see if she's alive at least, or what she.
You see that
she's awake.
She's awake and she's alive, but as you're passing by, you're lucky because she's talking to a doctor right now, but she seems very, very weak.
Yeah. And he'll keep walking.
And
just glares at her.
You glare at her as you walk by with Faith and Emil. The officer eventually flips her book closed and nods. Well, we're going to keep an eye out for him. Thank you, Mr. Hendry, for reporting this, and I'm sorry about what happened to your friend.
No, it's not your fault. I'm sorry for all of this. I should have kept an eye out for him more.
She nods. Well, all we can do sometimes just... And she just pauses and shakes her head. You know, if you need to speak to anyone, there's a church service tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Up the hill. Yes. It's the one that's near the water treatment plant there. You should come.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I think I might have had some plans out that way anyway, so maybe, yeah. Thank you.
Perfect. And she smiles very widely, almost unnervingly, as she flips her book closed and heads. And Daniel, you head to Terry's home, and we'll pan to there. Terry time. And Terry, you're sitting idly at your house, flipping through your Instagram, checking your social media, petting your... When you eventually hear a soft knock at your door. Daniel, you're standing outside of Terry's home, his apartment.
And Daniel would probably have texted you like that he was outside or something before he came up and knocked. And
Yeah, Terry takes a swig of his beer and sees the text and gets up, heads over to the door and opens it up and looks at him. Mr. Whiting, glad you found it all right.
thanks for having us over here. He's got her like sleeping on his shoulder there, carrying her. A little crazy.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. You can go put her in the bedroom. I cleaned everything up and sheets and all that, so I got a beer out as well. I'm just watching baseball.
He keeps the room a lot cleaner than Emil does.
Yeah, I know. I went over there and it was he's a good guy, but a little bit of a mess. He takes his seat back on his couch.
He goes and tucks Faith in, makes sure she sleep in, gives her a kiss on the forehead, and before coming back out, he leans up in the doorway. So, this, I guess Kane will be by later, perhaps, or I'm supposed to text Emil too when we get a chance. Let him know what's going on.
Yeah, well, before we get through all that, I wanted to talk with you about a couple things. And he double checks to make sure he locked his front door. And then after making sure it is, he'll come back. Do you want a beer, Mr. Whiting?
Yeah, sure, thanks.
Terry goes to the fridge and grabs one, hands it over to him, bottle opener on the table.
Yeah, he nods to him when he takes it and tries to offer up a smile, pushes his glasses closer to his face, and a little worried look on his face. Whoa, what you want to talk to me about?
Couple things. One is something of my shit that I'm trying to sort out. So I'm pretty sure I told you, but I've been seeing shit. Mainly, I think I told Emil more, but mainly kind of an ex thing that I had going on back in San Fran. And I mean, we don't, outside of sessions, we didn't really know each other all that well, but she seems to think that you know something about someone I'm looking for, a kid. She says it's my kid. I have no fucking idea. I'm hoping you can give me some insight. Have you ever, I don't know, been involved with childcare or something? A woman named Jessie at all? Anything ringing bells?
Daniel, you don't quite remember a Jesse at all. But you're thinking about connections, what might have happened. Your mind does go back to that one vision that you had early on when you were in the meeting group. Remember the woman holding the gray-skinned, dead-looking babe. Remember the screaming, the wailing, and eventually the child gasping for it. This image does come to you. You're not sure quite yet probably what it means.
So Daniel stands there thinking for a minute, takes a sip of the beer, and I was never had anything to do with childcare or of a child. You had a baby with this woman?
I didn't think so. I mean, I thought it was all bullshit, as it was a high school thing. We had been friends for years, and I just thought, people told me she'd become kind of obsessive and things like that, so I just dismissed it as her trying to keep me in San Francisco. And then sporadically she started trying to reach out, acting more and more fucking wild, and then it stopped. So I assumed either she got her shit together or what, it was over. I thought I moved on past that. But when we had our little episodes without having meds, she's been appearing again, so to speak. And she keeps...
This girl, sir. Girl's dead.
I guess she is. I don't know. It's all fucked. I've seen some fucked up shit, Mr. Whiting. I saw her dead in my tub. She took over my body while I was driving to meet you guys at the doctor's place, and I think I hit someone, I don't know. But it's all pretty fucked up.
He kind of rocks back and, holy shit, you're seeing ghosts and shit. That's fucking wild. But with all the crazy shit going on,
It gets worse. But you didn't... Quiet, Brutus. You didn't, you don't, remember anything like that at all.
Now that you mentioned the visions, I remember seeing something. You remember back at that session when I fell down and flipped out? Thought I was having like a seizure or something. Woke up on the floor and it hit the table. It was after the doctor had walked out of the room. I had some vision about a child. It looked dead, but then at the end of the vision, it seemed like it woke up or something.
Do you remember anything else as just a child?
Somebody was holding it. And he starts trying to think about it. Who was it that he saw? Did he see who was holding it? Out of character here.
Why, as you're thinking on it, why don't you make me try and recall, try and get deeper into it? Let's see. I guess see through the illusion would be the best one. Oh.
Oh.
No. Oh. Yeah, so as you're remembering the vision, almost seeing it clearly at this point, you remember being in a dark room, seemed to be candles lit all around you. You saw a blonde woman sitting there crying. You heard her say, "He's dead. He's dead, but I can bring him back. I can bring him back."
And he'll start to relay that as he sees it in his mind. He's, I see candles. I saw a blonde woman, and she was saying that he was dead and that she could bring him back.
You remember as you look down upon her, as she looks up to you, you see her in a hospital gown. As she looks up to you, you see the face of Alyssa. She holds a small gray baby boy with black brown hair, skin grayed. She looks to be stillborn. And you remember seeing her get off the floor and walk deeper into the darkness. Eventually, you heard crying, like babe just being born, taking its first breath.
And he'll say that too and relate that, and he'll repeat that name, Alyssa, like as if he's trying to remember.
You said Alyssa?
Thought out of his head and looks over at Terry. Yeah, I think that was the blonde.
Well, then, this is gonna get worse for you then, man, because there was, that blonde that I sent you a photo of, the real decayed, decrepit whole situation. I got visited by another ghastly little ghost thing, whatever visitation. This shit's weird. And he takes a drag off his cigarette, and it was, she said that, she was your wife.
Yeah, you can see his jaw drops, and he looks like he's having trouble focusing for a minute. He's that's fucking crazy.
She said a little bit more too, Mr. Whiting. She said you killed her.
That's that must have been shit. That's hold on a second. You got a bathroom?
Yeah, it's in there in the bedroom.
He walks off and goes in there and closes the door and paces for a second, trying to get his shit together in his head, and washes his face off, looks at himself in the mirror, and a story, and realizes there is no fucking story that he can think of.
As you're in the bathroom, as you're washing your face, trying to try to back yourself out of this, what happened, you look at yourself in the mirror, and you're brought back to that night on the bridge. Brought back to meeting Alyssa on the bridge there. It's not quite as you remember it. You see her panicked. You see her say, Why have you brought me here, Daniel? And you look behind you, and behind you stands Tammy, or who you think of as Tammy. She has her arms crossed, a wide smile spread across her face. She gives you a nod and says, well, you might as well do it now. Get it over with quick. And you remember turning back to Alyssa. As you wrap your hands around her throat, she doesn't resist. She just looks at you with fear, with pain in her eyes. You just say, sorry, Tammy, before wrapping your hands further around her throat, slowly strangling the life from her. You remember feeling as her essence slipped away before you, and all the while hearing the country twang of laughter behind you as you strangled this woman. Might make me keep it together check.
Oh.
Ooh. So you get to choose one of these negatives here. Under 10 to 14.
How about haunted by the experience at a later time?
Sure. That's perfect. So you snap out of the memory, come back to, and you're still standing, facing the mirror. And now all you can associate with the girl that you strangled is Tammy.
He washes his face off and finishes that, and then somewhat of his composure as he can, and goes back into the room.
As you go back into
Terry.
the room, the camera actually switches to a different place. Place not full of such darkness. Instead, to a packed bar. Kane arriving at the Oxenford bar, the place where you're playing this evening. You see there's quite a lot of people here. And of course, on stage, you see Fumi with her bass guitar. You see Ed on drums. They seem to be warming up. And what do is you see this very large crowd. It's a bit strange. You do get a crowd, but not this many.
Kane, when he walks in, he looks around a bit surprised. His eyebrows raise. Huh. He says to himself, kind of considering everything that's going on. He almost forgets about all the bad stuff that happened in the middle of the day just because he's happy, at least momentarily. He scooches past a few people, sees a couple people he knows, and walks towards the stage, and sees his guitars sitting up there on their stands that are brought from Ed's. Walks up the stairs. Hey, I'm here.
And Fumi hurries over to you and I'm glad you made it. Your fan base has been a bit rabid. And she points down to the 4 who are right just standing in front of the stage, already cheering for you.
He gives a very fake smile and looks back to Fumi. I think that's Ed's fan base.
Ed just grunts in the corner. You wish. I ain't dealing with those kids.
I'm sure one of them's 18, Ed.
He rolls his eye. You know, I've been done with women for a while there, Kane.
Well, do we have any guy fans out there?
Not like that.
He smiles.
He grumpily continues to set up his drums, and Fumi laughs before she gets closer to you. You smell that oranges and pomegranate that waft from her, and she points over to a table in the corner. You can see it's a little bit more well lit than the other. Do you see those people?
Yeah. Kind of cranes his head over there.
You look over and you see 2 women sitting there. One of them has seems like a paper book, and she's writing notes in, and she regards you with a very curt nod. You see Fumi and pull your arm. They're producers.
Okay. Yeah, do you know how they heard of us, or?
I don't know. Maybe they saw our Instagram posts or clips on YouTube.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, it'll be good. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just nods and walks over to his guitar, slings it up, puts it over his shoulder, begins tuning it with his back to the crowd.
Yeah, you tune your guitar, and the 4 in front just start cheering. Woo, Kane! Even before you do anything.
He sighs very, very heavily. I like fans, but not sure about them.
Well, you know, if we get recognized, then you're gonna have a lot more fans there, Kane.
Yeah, but the stage will be bigger and they'll be further away.
Fine. Let's just do well tonight, okay?
Yeah, it'll be fine. We'll do that set list that we've been working on for the last little bit. I think some new stuff, some old stuff.
Sounds good. She smiles and she turns to the crowd. You ready?
Yep, ready.
And as you strum, the bar quiets down to almost nothing as you begin to play. Actually, we'll do this one. And if you'd like, not sure if you want to roll your forbidden inspiration or your artistic talent, I think.
I would do artistic talent.
Sure.
So I need to roll charisma.
It's in a macro there. It's ADV.
AD, I see. Okay.
ADV.
Gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha. No modifiers?
Nope.
What did I roll?
Oh, you rolled a 9.
No.
Oh no. So choose one of these options for you.
Probably they look up to you +1 ongoing with the audience during the scene.
Awesome. So as you're performing and playing, they're cheering you on. They're being quiet in the times where there's only a single guitar, single note, and you notice as you're kind of looking up through the crowd that the two women are staring directly at you. One does occasionally look down and make notes, but this one here, she looks straight towards you the entire time with a small smile on her face.
Yeah, he smiles back. He's kind of in the moment, just playing the guitar and singing. He'll look at her. He'll look at the other producer. He'll look at all the fans. He's once he performs, he changes just a bit. Tries to be more flamboyant.
And the crowd is absolutely eating it up at this point. And eventually you play through your set. The audience is absolutely raving about you. Of course, your fans are still cheering you on. One of them's actually gone hoarse. If you think Lexi, she can't scream anymore. She's been cheering pretty much this entire time. Eventually you clear the sets, and Declan, the owner of the Oxenfurt, he comes up. Alright, that was Call of Moses. There's merch in the back, a few CDs, because apparently people still use CDs now. And he kind of closes the three of you out as eventually you're able to pack up. As you do, Fumi comes over very excitedly after putting down her bass guitar. That went great! That was one of our best shows yet, I think.
Oh, yeah, pretty good. There's there's some things I could have done better. I didn't really warm up like I should have, but yeah, pretty good.
You did a great job as always.
Yeah, I mean, I still think we might need another guitarist, but yeah, I don't know. I wonder. He kind of looks at the cult of the what are the followers
Cult of Moses.
the followers of Moses or something?
Let me just. I think. Yeah, sure. It's the followers of Moses. That's what you call your.
Yeah, and he just gives him a slight nod and kind of looks away from them, not wanting to interact with them after the show. But he begins to pack up his own stuff, and he's like, "Should we go over to the those two producers? We should, I think, right?"
As you're packing things up and you say that, Fumi's about to say something when you feel a tap on your shoulder. Excuse me.
Oh, hey.
Kane.
Yeah, I'm Kane. Kane Whiting. You are?
You can call me Miss Rios.
Miss Rios. Pleasure.
She gives you it's a very cold smile, but it's a very meaningful. She looks down to you. She's a fairly tall woman, standing at about 6'2" in heel. And she looks around to your I'm assuming that you have not changed or bought new instruments in quite a while. Is that right?
Well, I mean, not too long, no.
Well, you do well for what you have.
He looks down at his fairly plain Fender and clears his throat. Yeah, I mean, true. Yeah, we could use some newer amps and stuff like that, you know. But thanks, I guess.
She again smiles, and you see Fumi. She tries to cut in, but Miss Rios steps almost between you and Fumi, and she leans down a little. You know, I would like to say I do enjoy your band, and it would be a pleasure if the three of you could venture to San Francisco fairly soon and maybe give us a demo.
You want us to make a demo tape? We have, demo tape. Yeah, we have that. If you're looking for live performance, then, or...
A live performance would be wonderful. There are quite a few people who I think would love to hear you, Kane.
Yeah, I think we could do that. When were you thinking?
As soon as possible. Maybe next weekend or the following. We will pay for your accommodations, of course.
Oh, that would be great. Well, let me give you my number, and I can get yours, and then we can. He shuffles in his pocket for his phone. I can send you a text.
She nods, and she takes out a card and slips it to you. And you see that record labels, fairly well known. It's AAA records. You know they've produced quite a few, especially popular artists nowadays.
Well, I mean, it was absolutely a pleasure meeting you. Glad you came down. How did you hear about us? Just curious.
Well, we are fairly proficient with browsing the internet, trying to find new hits here, and we ended up stumbling upon a quick video of you and your bandmates. We were intrigued.
Cool. Well, like I'm saying, I'm glad you came over. A little bit of a jaunt from San Fran, but yeah.
Well, you and your band are very worth it, Kane.
Huh.
She puts a hand on the side of your face.
He doesn't recoil, but kind of gives like a kind of smile, just kind of awkwardly. Oh yeah. Well, I mean, we're probably gonna get a drink here before we head out. If you guys want to join us.
As much as we'd love to join you, we unfortunately do have to get back. We have business to take care of in the morning. But I expect to hear from you very soon, Kane.
Sure, I'll send you a text pretty soon. Let you know when we can make it up. I don't see any problems. He scratches the back of his head, thinking about all the problems he actually does have.
She smiles and walks off, and I'd like you to make me an observe a situation roll as she walks away.
Okay. I might have like do I have I don't think I have it yet. Okay. Observe the situation. Could be worse.
Right. That's pretty good. Let me... so you get to ask a... Oh wait, did I do observe a situation?
Looks like it.
Yeah, okay, good.
So I'm gonna ask one question, right?
Yeah, or you can just come up with a question. I mean, it's a fairly limited list.
Does she have any ulterior motives to this meeting than just like signing a new band?
Just by the way she looks to you, the way she smiles, and just her general air, there does seem to be something else that's going on with her besides just signing up for a sort of deal. But you kind of look to the side and you see Fumi. You see her face fairly red. See her hands balled into fists a little bit. And you catch this. It's very quick, but she eventually sees you looking at her and she relaxes her hands and smiles up. Oh, that's good news.
Yeah. Are they still with us, the two, or Mrs. Rios?
They have, they're sitting at the same table, but they're just discussing things with each other.
Yeah, Kane gets up and says, well, I'll get in contact with you guys in a couple days.
They smile up at you and nod. We look forward to it, Kane.
Alright, have a good night. And he will walk back up towards the stage with Fumi. And he's like, you okay? You look like you were getting a little, I don't know, what's wrong?
I'm fine. It's fine. She brushes her hair out of her face. So, what do you think about, Miss Rios? She seems very tall.
Yeah, she's definitely tall. Well, I mean, she seems nice, I guess. I don't know. Just, something a little weird, though, I gotta admit. I don't know.
I mean, she touched your face and everything.
Yeah, that was a little strange. Maybe she's from South America or something. Maybe they have different customs. I don't know.
I don't know if that's a South American custom.
I don't know. Maybe. Anyway, yeah, it was kind of weird. It's probably nothing. Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried.
Yeah. Oh, hey, Ed, do you think you could we could make it up to San Fran next weekend?
He thinks for a moment and nods. Yeah, I mean, if it's gonna get us anywhere in this band, then sure.
Well, I mean, they want us to come up there and play for them. I guess maybe play for some bigwigs or something. I don't know. Not real sure, but.
He just nods. Yep, I can drive us up.
Cool. Yeah, they said they'll pay for our accommodations. So.
Perfect. I'll call in sick next weekend. So.
Nice. What about you, Fumi? You're able to go?
Yeah, of course. Of course I'm gonna come.
Okay. All right. My sister's kind of sick, so I just want to make sure that's cool. Maybe the following weekend. I'll figure that out, and then maybe that'd give us some time to practice a little bit more. I don't know. But next couple weekends we'll go up. She said that was cool.
Okay. Is everything okay, Kane?
Well, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to really get into it. Faith's fine. She'll be fine.
Do you want to go talk about it?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. What are you gonna do, Ed? You gonna go home and okay boomer and go to bed? You know, that kind of thing.
Funny. You know, probably, to be honest.
Okay, boomer.
He rolls his eyes. Not even a fucking boomer. He takes his drumsticks and grumpily just heads off.
Yeah, Kane just is chuckling, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I don't know. What do you want to do?"
Fumi shrugged. Not sure. I mean, it's heading to bed up by his place. Probably can't. I don't know. Sneak in and hang in the garage. You know how he is if we annoy him.
Yeah, he's grouch. I don't know. I'm supposed to go to a friend of my dad's. But you can come along if you want.
Sure.
Just to let you know, they're having a moment, so if they're freaking out, we'll just leave. But yeah, Faith being sick, my dad's he's kind of he's losing a little bit, and all these guys, you know, they're from therapy, so yeah, not exactly the best pals to be hanging out with.
Well, if we need to, we can just we can dip and I don't know. My parents are gone for the weekend.
Your parents are gone from your house?
Yeah.
Huh. He thinks about that for a minute. What about your uncle?
Oh, no, he's there. He's probably drunk, passed out somewhere.
Oh, yeah, let's... I don't know if we should go back there then.
You're right.
I mean, if you want to go to Ed's, we can. That's fine, too.
Let's go to your friends.
Okay, just, yeah, just... There's one dude there, he's, anyway, they're all fucked up, so... Just,
Okay.
if they're acting weird, we'll just get out of there, but, let me get the number, or the address. Do I have the address on my phone, or do I need to...
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. He just pops it in the Uber, and he's like, okay, Uber's coming. Ed, you gonna take our gear back?
Yeah, and then I'll go to bed.
Yeah, I mean, thanks. And, hey, we could use some better amps.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll put that in with all the, other upgrades that you guys are paying for.
Well, I mean, I don't have a job, so...
Neither do I.
I got to write the songs, you know?
And Ed sighs. Fucking kids, man. All this shit. We need roadies. Maybe I can get those, fanboys to do it. Have them sniff your undies or something that you left on the floor.
He looks
happy.
terrified by that. Please don't do that, man.
Imagine how much money I can get.
They're
I can buy new amps.
They're already freaking me out, man. Especially Lilith. She grosses me
Hey,
out.
man, the price is right. And he just starts hauling stuff out of the bar towards the van that he brings.
Kane rolls his eyes. Okay, let's go for him.
Okay. The two of you take an Uber and the camera pans to Emil. Emil, what are you doing right now? The police have just spoken to you, and V is still in her hospital. Are you going to stick around? Or I think that Daniel mentioned he was going to Terry's. Emil?
What's that?
Looking for Emil. Emil! Paging Emil. Emilius. Emilius is
Aki.
it's probably be right backing. Well,
This man has died.
this man has died. That's okay. Because then we'll just pan back to the apartment. And we pan back to Terry's home. Daniel inside. Daniel, you've just left the bathroom. Terry, you've been waiting for him outside. What do you both do?
It's yeah, that's wild, crazy news, babe. I don't remember doing that. Maybe it was something like that happened to you. Maybe somebody, you know.
Look, Mr. Whiting, I'm not saying you did or didn't, but I just have ghosts or spirits or whatever they are that have been coming to me and telling me shit for the last couple days. She said she was your wife. She said you killed her. And she wants to speak with you. She wants to meet you.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Is that possible? Can you just call her up, or?
I'm not like a hotline, man. It comes and goes, but and out of character, Matt, I believe she did tell me a place, right? Where
Yeah, there's a bridge. The bridge that you took the photos on.
So there's a bridge that I took the photos on, and the one that I took of her. Apparently that has something to do with it. She can be communed with there. I guess. I don't... This is what I'm just relaying what's being said to me, man.
I don't know what bridge you're talking about.
It's one in the park, the really long one over the water.
Yeah. So I can just go there and she'll meet me, I suppose.
That's what seems to be the case anyway. She needs help, Mr. Whiting. I don't know what kind of situation. She mentioned this terrible place and these people doing things to her. She's stuck somewhere being used to do things. I think the doc had something to do with it.
And he kind of slumps down in a spot, on the couch or whatever, in one of the chairs, and I gotta talk to her. I gotta try to make this right. And, yeah, I gotta do this as soon as possible. On meeting the doctor tomorrow.
I was, man, but I don't know now. If he's in on the deal, then why the fuck am I gonna go to him? Why should any of us?
And Daniel thinks for a second, and he's like, remembers something, and reaches into the back belt and pulls his Glock out. And, he opens it to check the chamber and stuff, and he's like, I killed a lot of people in the military, and did a lot of bad stuff. I don't even talk to my son about it. But going on, and if you're gonna go talk to that doctor, and he kind of, I want to come with you.
Yeah, Terry had tensed up when the gun came out. When he hears Daniel say that last part, he relaxes a little bit, still looking at the gun. But yeah, I mean, if you want to come with, you definitely can. Emil seemed a little bit skeptical about the whole thing, so I am too, to be honest. Everything I've been hearing, but I mean, I don't really know where else leads. Or maybe this Tammy that maybe the spirit, maybe she knows something. She can tell you more. I just want it to be done. I wanted to just go back to the way things were,
Yeah. And he's looking at the gun at the moment, still sitting on his lap, and I don't know if it's ever gonna go back.
I fucking hope there's some parts of it that can. And I don't think I've ever been more stressed in the last couple of days, and I can't think of any other time.
Oh yeah. You got ghosts coming and visit you. And my wife's trying to poison my daughter. My son hit her with a car.
Wait, you're the woman that we're talking about, or the other, your wife, and he's trying to make sense of it. Kane hit her with a car.
I mean, I think I was driving. And I don't know, I'm so mixed up anymore. And he puts the gun back. He says, pretending to be my wife, I suppose. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And he ends for a minute.
As
Out of character, does he have those pictures?
I think you might have taken them with you. Yeah, sure.
We definitely took some.
Yeah.
Remembers those, and he starts to go through them for a minute.
As you take out the photos there, Daniel, you look to them. Terry, you see a familiar face come out from behind Daniel. Daniel, over your shoulder, you see a very long, feminine finger come and point at one of the photos, tap it a couple times, pointing towards Tam. Oh, she does a good job, doesn't she?
Oh. Freak out and jump back.
And you jump back and you see Alyssa standing there. You see there's marks around her neck, looks to be deep imprints of hands. You see blood running down the side of her head where she had struck the rocks.
He's wide-eyed and mouth agape, and he shakes his head. It wasn't my fault.
And she smiles very sad. I know. It was her fault.
It was her fault. Yes.
She nods and starts to kind of pace about the room. I knew you had been cheating on me with her.
Oh. Yeah, I was. I wasn't happy.
Alyssa, Tammy looks to you very sad. I know. I couldn't make you happy in the ways that you wanted, and I wanted to, believe me. And as much as I love Faith, I knew that having her would just bring us more problems. I'm happy she survived.
Is starting to feel like deeply emotional about it, and puts his hand over his face. He says, How can I help you? How do I make this better?
I need you to find me where they're keeping me and finally put me to rest. Daniel, please.
Slowly starts to nod, and then looks over towards Terry. And then back to her. The doctor. He would know, wouldn't he?
She nods. I'm sorry that I brought us here, Daniel. I shouldn't have. It was a mistake coming here.
He shakes his head. Full.
No, it is my fault. I had
How did...
just... Hmm? Sorry, go ahead, Rogue.
Daniel tries to like reach for her or put his hand out, and he says, how did this happen? Why, or who my wife is?
It's to do with whatever the doctor does to the people here. He wants to keep them happy. Keep them safe. I learned about what he was doing and I tried to get us to leave. I think that's why he got Alyssa involved.
And he looks over to Terry. They've been keeping us asleep. The pills.
Terry just nods and Yeah. It's all rigged from the start, man.
I was ready to keep on the medicine. It was Kane that. Hey,
Is
he
Kane's all
figured it
right?
out before I did.
Kane's all right, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I hope so.
You have to protect him, Daniel. There's people after him. Because of me. Because of the things that I did to bring him back. They want him. Say that I owe him to them. You have to be careful for him.
He nods over and over, and I will. I'll protect him.
Good. And she sighs and she looks to the window. I have to go.
Tries to offer her a smile and nods. I'll help you.
She smiles and nods, and eventually she walks back and steps into the bathroom. And you hear the door close, and eventually nothing from the other side. And Kane, do you message your father before you head to Terry?
Yeah, he just sends a text when they're on their way. Me and Fumi are coming over. Don't act like weird.
Daniel, you realize as you were talking to Alyssa that your phone buzzed, and you look down, you see the message from Kane sent about 5 minutes ago. You know that he's probably to arrive within a minute or so.
Eyes kind of relief, and he looks like way more relieved than he has been probably in a long time. Just letting out some of the lies anyway, and just confronting them, and comes back over and sits down again across from Terry. He doesn't say anything, but he just grabs the bottle and takes another sip.
Terry pulls out a pack of his cigarettes and flips the top open and extends a hand across the table towards Mr. Whiting.
Nods and takes one, and thanks, Terry.
And he puts his lighter on the table. Sure thing, Mr. Whiting.
He will text his son back too. He just texts him back, okay, we're here.
And you arrive at Terry's home when you receive that message from your father.
Yeah, he just immediately hops out of the Uber. Thanks, man. And waves for Fumi. I think it's this one up here.
Oh, okay. I'll follow your lead then.
Alright. As he's walking in, he texts his dad. He's like, don't talk about the weird shit. And he goes up to the apartment door and gives it a rap on the door.
Brutus hurries up to the door. Mark! Mark! Gets very excited at the door.
No,
wagging his tail.
Yeah, Terry shakes his head and gets up and heads over and opens up the door, cigarette in his mouth, beer in hand, and come on, Brutus, get back, boy. Hey, Kane.
Hey. He steps through. He's like, this is my friend Fumi. She's in my band. This is Terry. This is his place.
Oh, nice to meet you. And he reaches out his hand to shake hers.
And she kind of looks up at you, Terry, and you see kind of a blush come over her face, and she sticks out her hand and shakes yours. Hi, I'm Fumi.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, come on in, man. I've got some drinks in the fridge. I don't know if your dad let you drink beer or not, but there's soda and stuff in there as well.
It's fine, man. We're not gonna be here long. Just checking in with all the interesting stuff that's been happening. Faith here, she okay?
Yeah. Just come on in.
Okay.
Yeah, it's your dad's in the living
Yeah,
room.
cool. Hey, pup. And he reaches down to pet Brutus.
Brutus happily comes over and sits at your feet.
Kane will pat him on the head for a few seconds, and he's oblivious to Fumi blushing or anything like that. He walks in and looks around the corner. Hey, Daniel.
And you notice Daniel taking a drag of the cigarette and then a sip off the beer, and he stands up. And how was the show?
Pretty damn good. There's two producers from AAA Records that came down from San Fran. They want us to go up there and play for them in the next couple weeks.
He seems like worried for a minute, and he's like, "Oh, that's good." Hey, Fumi.
Hi, Mr. Whiting.
Is that
Oh, can you repeat that there?
Yeah, you cut out.
Oh, he says, "Oh, how are you doing?"
Oh, I'm doing good. A bit tired from playing music and everything. I play bass guitar in our band.
And she kind of looks to Terry as she says,
Yeah, Kane's like, yeah, she's great.
That's always a good gimmick to have the girl on the bass, right?
He chuckles. He's like, well,
Nick?
I mean, no, that's not why, but yeah, it doesn't hurt to have a pretty girl on the bass.
I don't know if that was the best way to say that, Mr. Whiting. And Terry smiles and laughs a bit. I don't know if I ever heard you guys play. Can you guys on YouTube or anything?
Yeah, there's should be plenty of stuff out there. It's Cult of Moses, Mozes though, like the Hungarian way you spell it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. You guys ever need a photographer or anything?
Yeah. Photographer would be great.
Oh yeah, we could. I mean, I don't know if the producers have their own people, but man, I would definitely recommend you for sure.
Sweet, yeah, man. It's that's what I prefer to do. So yeah, it's I typically have a standard rate for it, but I'd charge you less on account.
Oh shit, no man, like double it, triple it if they're gonna pay for it. Fuck, take their money. It's not our money.
Well, let's see how it all pans out. But yeah, keep in mind. And he leans back. Just kind of chills out, and he'll actually go through and look at YouTube for their performances.
yeah, you scroll through and you do find a YouTube clip of one of their performances. And as you kind of listen to it, you see Faith. She wanders out of the bedroom.
Where am I?
Kane can't help himself. He's like, "You're in hell."
What?
No. He's.
Oh.
You're just. We're chilling. Sorry.
Hey, it's over here, Bumblebee. And Daniel puts his hands out for her.
She runs over and jumps into your arms.
Hi, Daddy. Where are we?
Forgets that he has a cigarette and he puts it out and he's like, we're at Uncle Terry's house. There's Terry right there.
Hi, Terry. I'm Faith. Are you my real uncle?
Probably not, but hi. And he
Hi.
reaches out and shakes her hand.
She grabs your hand with both of her.
You're cute.
Well, thank you, but being your uncle, don't say
You're
that.
welcome.
Leans
Why
back.
not?
Yeah. Kane's like, "Oh, he's the gas station attendant. I don't think he's your uncle, but he's cool."
Oh, what do you attend? What kind of gas?
Standard and diesel, actually, so I'm multifaceted. And
Oh.
he smiles and nods at that.
And she sits beside you, Terry, and looks up.
Tell me about gas.
Well, and he brings up a Wikipedia article on gas and starts to explain in very basic terms about where gasoline comes from and how it's used.
Before he gets too into it and is tortured anymore by her constant questions, Daniel's like, all right, you gotta get back to bed, baby.
I'm not tired.
Mm,
I mean, she has
I know,
been sleeping
I know.
all day,
It's
but
bedtime.
sis, you just got out of the hospital. You need to chill.
I'm chill. Can I have ice cream?
Yeah, I got some if it's okay, Mr. Whiting.
Yeah, that's all right. That's
You
fine.
have Rocky Road. I like Rocky Road. I'll settle for French vanilla though.
So I don't have Rocky Road, but I have vanilla, I have chocolate chips, and I have some graham crackers. So
Is it French vanilla though?
I don't know the difference.
Oh, one's French.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me go look and see if what I have. And he gets up and smiles and heads into the kitchen real quick.
Kane rubs his temples. He's like, "Oh, Faith, don't be a Tammy."
And she pauses for a moment.
Where is Mom?
Oh, she went on vacation
Why didn't we go on vacation?
because she hates us.
What?
Mom hates us?
You notice the smiles just totally leave Daniel's face, and no, Mom doesn't hate us.
Oh, no, she does.
Kane, not. And Daniel makes this face and kind of shakes his head no. He's like, I gotta talk to you in private.
You gotta talk to me. Okay. Well, how important is it on a scale of 1 to 10?
100.
Okay, wait. Your prostate problems are a 2? Okay, so... Okay, Boomer?
He stops and shakes his head for a minute. He's like, you know what? I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Anyway, we're gonna head out.
Oh,
Yeah, you stay safe.
Fumi looks to you, Kane.
you sure it seems important? You should. I can wait. I don't mind waiting here.
Okay, well, hang out with Faith then, okay?
Okay.
He's he just steps around the corner to whatever the nearest room. Okay, What's going on?
Yeah, he goes into the bedroom where she was sleeping, and he says, I gotta tell you something. The pictures and stuff. And he pulls out the photographs, and this woman here that you see, and that's woman is over, right?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
The pictures of the woman are they're the pictures of the one he hit, right?
The one oh yes, they are. Those are the photoshopped ones. Yeah.
They were they obviously photoshopped, or I can't
When you
remember
look
what.
at them hard, you notice kind of the Photoshop that's been done.
Yeah, they're just
Like, you
they're just
notice it now,
pasted
you
on
can point it
top,
out.
right? I mean, he saw that.
Only one of them was pasted
Oh,
on top.
okay.
The rest were like Photoshop.
Gotcha.
But you both can pick that out now, seeing them.
He says, you were right all along. The pills, we should have stopped taking these damn things a long time ago. And they've been keeping us asleep.
Yeah.
We gotta go talk to this doctor.
Whoa, why? No, he's in cahoots with Tammy, man.
We have to confront him. He knows where your mom is. Or... and looks at the floor, kind of ashamed. Your real mom.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess I kind of figured something like that was from that one picture, you know. She's around? Like, what? Why, you didn't know?
Your real mom is... and we've both been living in this lie, and
Yeah, I know. I'm not blaming you. You were in the same boat as me, but I mean, where is she? Which, like, can we call her?
he shakes his head, and
Is she?
he's like, she's not alive.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. Do you remember her? Why don't I? Was it a long time ago, I guess?
I don't know all the answers yet, Kane, but the doctor has something to do with it, and we need to confront him. But
well, I mean, I guess, but not that water treatment plant. I mean, I got that file with me. It's in my bag, but I don't really know what that. I don't know, man.
what file?
I snaked it off off his office. I haven't really had a chance to look at it, really. I just know it was the water treatment plant. That's where he said he wanted to meet us, right?
Hold that file?
What? It's right here.
Can I hold that
Well,
file?
it's in my bag in the other room. I'll go get it. But I mean, I mean, what's the plan though? I mean, you can look it over, sure. Hold on, I'll go back out there. He walks out there and looks over to Fumi and Terry talking.
You see Fumi sitting there as Terry speaking to her, and you see her flush a little bit, and she takes some of her hair into her hand and kind of curls it around.
I just hope you make it big one day, you know? It'd be nice.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, this listen to this one video, you guys seem pretty talented. So I mean, it's hard to break into music, but if you have producers coming to your shows, then I mean,
yeah, I guess it's all kind of going up from here, And she looks over and sees you. Oh, hi, Kane.
Yeah, Kane's just, this is the first time he's really noticed anything. He's kind of staring with a kind of a far off look in his face, like probably slightly uncomfortable. He's like, yeah, hey, I'm gonna give this thing to my dad, then we can get out of here.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Alright, he goes and rummages through his bag and grabs a manila envelope and pulls it up. He's like, I'll be right back. And he walks back in the room. Kind of shoves it into his dad's chest.
Yeah, when you get in there, he's like looking at that picture again, and he looks up and takes it. Thanks. I guess when Emil shows up, we're gonna have to look this over and make a plan. I don't know if you should come to this anyway, if it's gonna be dangerous,
Well, I mean, if I don't know, I guess I don't know. Just let me know. I don't want to be a pussy.
Oh. He looks out of the room towards me, and he kind of thinks about it for a minute, and he says, do you trust her? You haven't told her anything?
Fumi? Well, I mean, I told her that Faith was sick. I don't know, like, man, she knows more than we did, at least at first. I mean, she doesn't really know much about what's going on with us, but, I mean, she was saying...
Wait a minute.
She was saying that, like, we don't see things. I can't really remember, but, like, she was coming to... I was hanging out with her, and she had bruises all up her neck, and, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I think she knows a little bit more about what's going on in this place than we do. Not our specific shit, but...
Wait a minute, what the hell? How does she know this stuff?
I don't know, because I think that everybody kind of knows. That's what I'm getting at. I think everybody knows that there's weird shit going on. Maybe not to the extent of it. I don't know. I haven't had the balls to, like, ask her. I mean, Jesus. She'd think I'm a freak if I told her everything.
Just in here talking to a ghost not that long ago, before you showed up.
What? A ghost? Like Casper the Ghost, or like Patrick Swayze Ghost, or what?
The ghost of your mother.
It goes a bit pale. What?
He looks away, kind of ashamed. Nah.
What did she say?
Told me that it was her fault for bringing us here, and that all this stuff happened, but it wasn't. It's all my fault.
What do you mean?
All this... And he looks at the wall for a minute, and almost like tears welling in his eyes. Ache a little bit. That I killed her. But it was the other woman that made me kill her. And that I need to find her body and...
What? What did you say?
And he's like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Kane.
Kane steps back.
My fault.
What? Why? What like, you... So you're the reason I got stuck with Tammy for all these years? You killed Mom so you could bring in that bitch? Is that what you're saying?
And he tries to think about that for a second and shakes his head. No, that...
I mean, this is some fucked up shit, man, but that's...
Not it. That's... Do it.
What'd you just say? Sorry.
You do it. And he says, the bridge. We were at the bridge. And her face vanishing in the water.
Maybe you didn't do it, man. Maybe it's like some sort of fucking weird dream. I mean, you're a fuck up, no doubt. We all are. But killing your wife? Nah.
He turns away from him for a minute and rubs his hand in his hair and regain his composure and takes a deep breath. I don't know all the answers, but this doctor does.
Alright. Yeah,
And
yeah, let's see this fucker, man. We got to now. We got to. But, I hope what you said is not true, man. I couldn't... I don't know what I'd do.
his eyes and takes a deep breath again, and he's like, I just want to protect you. You and Faith.
Man, I don't know if you can, dude. I don't know if anybody can protect anything in this fucking shit. This is crazy, man. My plan is, I go to San Fran, I get out of this place. Me and Fumi and Ed, we leave. We're out of here. No more of this shit. We're gone. And now I have the perfect way.
He kind of scrunches his face up for a minute, and right thing to do. But, if that's what you want to do.
We'll figure out this shit about the doctor, and then we're gonna get out of here. You should too, man.
Well, but keep her safe. Maybe when we go see the doctor, maybe she should stay with you or something.
I don't know, man. I kind of want to go now. If he knows what happened to Mom, I'm gonna fucking find out. Maybe I'll go buy a gun or something. This is America after all.
And, he pats his back. He says, well, I brought my Glock.
Well, good. I'll get one. I'm sure I can. He takes his hand and puts it sideways with the finger down and gives like one of those like gunshots with his hand.
Go to the range or something and practice at least before.
Man, I've seen all the videos, man. I know how to shoot a gun.
Yeah, no. And the door at Fumi, and
yeah, Kane looks and he frowns and he's like, I think he's trying to bird dog my girl, man.
Did you say that?
I don't know. Fumi's acting weird. She was acting weird tonight too, man. Like one of the producers, well, it was weird. She touched my face and Fumi got all like butthurt, seemed like.
And can he see if like her body language is kind of flirtatious at all while they're watching?
Why don't you make me an observe a situation roll as you look towards Fumi and Terry? Why do you ask me one of those questions there?
What seems strange about this?
I guess I'm guessing Terry is just being very just nice.
I am oblivious. There is no ill intent.
Fumi, she's got a bit of a blush on her face. You can see her kind of moving her feet a little bit from left to right. Kind of an awkwardness, but it doesn't seem just like general awkwardness. It's almost a bit forced in a way.
Huh. Daniel nods and says, yeah.
Anyway.
Trust these girls.
Anyway, I mean, yeah. It's been weird. Anyway, I don't know. We snuggled the other day and I don't know, I like freaking had a nightmare. It sucked.
You had a nightmare?
Dude, I've been telling you about the spider bitch that keeps coming after me.
Oh. I was listening.
God, fucking dementia, dude. Anyway, I'm just praying. I pray. I don't have any nightmares tonight, but I am exhausted, man. So, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go crash at Ed's probably, I guess.
Stay here?
Fuck no, man. No. Fuck no.
I guess there's no real room to get it on, huh?
Psh. He gets a goofy smile on his face. Get it. No, I wish, dude. That shit ain't happening.
With her?
What?
You guys haven't done the deed?
Shut up, man. No.
Oh.
It's love, dude, not lust, like you and Tammy.
He smile erases instantly, and he says, "Well, when you do."
What? He looks appalled by what's gonna come out of your mouth next.
Wear a condom because,
dude, I've had sex before,
your life.
Dude. I'm not going to. I'm out of here. Look over the folder. Tell me where we gotta go and what we gotta do. Quit being such a creep. This is a conversation you have with a 12-year-old, you moron.
You are 12.
No, I'm 19. Almost 20.
Going on 12.
Yeah, well, that I can't deny so much. Anyway, tell Faith I love her. I'm gonna get out of here.
Hey, he pauses for a minute. I love you too.
Yeah, I guess.
You're
kind of a dick. But... Dad, I really hope you didn't do that shit, man. This is all so fucked up. I don't believe it, but I hope not. And he just kind of ducks out of the room.
Yeah, Daniel just stands there in the room by himself for a minute, and any happiness just kind of left with his son as he walked out.
As Kane moves into the other room, you hear Fumi kind of laugh, almost like a scoffing laugh to Terry.
No, I don't think he does.
Kane just says, does what?
And Fumi turns around and her face is fairly.
Nothing. We're talking about hockey players who don't think that they're gonna make pro. That makes sense. Right?
Hockey players.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey Terry, thanks for putting up with us for a little bit. We're gonna get going.
All right, man. Be safe.
Yep, it should be cool. He looks at his phone and calls an Uber to take him back to Ed's. You coming?
Yeah, of course.
And she gets up and waves to Terry.
Bye, Terry.
Yep. Later.
And she quickly comes over to you, Kane.
So how far away is it?
I don't know, like 5 minutes. I guess you can go over
Okay.
there and talk to him if you want.
What? I mean, we already said goodbye.
You just seem like you're having a good time.
I mean,
She rubs the back of her head.
I guess, but I don't. We can stand outside.
No, I mean, if you want to hang out with Terry, I can just jet. You can stay here if you want.
Do you want that?
Uh,
Do you want me just to stay?
no, I don't.
Oh. Well, then I'll come.
All right. Well, yeah, let's go. He looks like he wants to say something else, but he doesn't.
The two of you head out and down to the Uber. Leaving Faith sitting on the couch cross-legged with the dog taking up most of her lap, basically sprawled across almost like a little blanket. She's resting the bowl on his fur. She holds up the bowl and looks to you, Terry.
I'm finished.
Oh, you ate that fast. And he gets up off the couch and grabs it. You want some water to wash that down, or some Coke?
I don't know if my dad will let me have Coke, because sometimes he says if I drink too much Coke, then I get hyper, and then I talk a lot, and I ask a lot of questions. But, Dad!
You can have some water. He comes back into the room.
Okay.
Yeah, he
Water.
probably needs some water. And he walks over to Terry and he offers him that disc. Just when you get a chance.
Yeah, he looks it over. Yeah, we'll take a look at it and maybe get some rest first. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me get you that water, little lady. And he gets up from the couch and heads back into the kitchen again.
As he's thinking about it too, he looks down at his phone and texts Emil.
You send a text.
And we're at Terry's.
You don't get any response from Emil. You think maybe he's caring for his friend Viv. And as the night kind of winds between the three of you, before night falls, if any of you want to do anything or talk to anyone before you rest for the night, let me know. I don't know if Kane wants to talk to Fumi.
Kane is acting a little butthurt. He's being kind of a bitch boy.
Oh, you're not there.
Yeah, he opens the door. I'm guessing he has a spare key or something to the garage, or I don't know.
Oh yeah.
He opens the door and kind of sulks over to the fridge and pulls out a beer. Closes it maybe a little too hard and goes and slumps down on the couch.
Fumi, looking kind of concerned, she grabs her own beer and sits next to you, Kane. And what's wrong?
No, nothing. Nothing.
There's something wrong.
I don't know. Just... I just don't want to see you getting mixed up with a gas station attendant who's a crazy person to boot.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, drooling, basically.
I mean, why do you care so much?
But I don't know. I don't. I don't care.
Hey, you seem like you care.
And she takes her finger and pokes your cheek.
He frowns, takes a drink. I don't. Just, you're a good friend. I don't want to see you get hurt.
I get it. Yeah.
And Fumi looks away and she takes a drink of her own beer and she kind of looks off. But just...
Yeah, he sits there and he's drinking, not saying anything for a few minutes. He wants to say something, but, you know, I mean, obviously he's having issues doing so. He just kind of mumbles, I just don't like it. I don't know.
You don't like it?
No. I don't know. I know you probably scratches his head. I know that you probably don't. I don't know. I don't know. He just takes another drink.
Is it, I don't know, maybe the same way that I don't like or didn't like when, I don't know, a woman touched your arm?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I didn't want her to touch me. I don't want you to think that. I wasn't like, I mean, I wasn't going for the MILF or anything like that.
Well, if you had to choose, who would you go for?
Well, I mean, he rubs his chin. I mean, Angelina Jolie isn't here, but not her. He refuses to say anything directly.
Fumi, her eyebrows knit in a bit of frustration.
Well, fine. If you don't want to say, that's fine.
It's tough. I mean, you know, right?
I know what.
Yeah. He stands up and just kind of begins to pace. I mean, he throws his head into his hand. I don't know.
Fumi gets up and steps towards.
Is it me?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
She looks just as frustrated as you feel, I think.
I don't know, Kane. I don't want to mess things up.
Yeah, me either. Maybe we should just go to bed. I'm tired and.
Oh, yeah.
She takes a step back and
Yeah, I'm tired too.
Okay. Sorry.
No, I understand. It's okay. I get it.
I don't want you to be mad at me. It's.
No, I'm not mad, Kane. I feel stupid. That's
No,
all.
just
sorry.
shouldn't feel stupid. I mean, look, today was a fucked up day. You have no idea what's going on. I mean, I could be dead any day, any second.
What?
Yeah, shit is like real shit, man. I don't know what you know about all this, like in the bruising and stuff, and like everything going around, but whatever's happening to me, my dad, even Terry and the other crazy guy, it's pretty fucking nuts, man. My dad told me today that he killed my mom, like my real mom.
What?
Yeah.
And Fumi, she stops and thinks.
Maybe you are seeing things for what they really are then.
I don't know, I was hoping that we'd get to San Fran and maybe just never come back.
I think leaving here's good. This is not a good place to be.
Yeah.
But it's better than other places. But I don't know. I see people with their fucking smiles on their faces and they're walking around like nothing's happening.
I mean, maybe they don't know like I didn't know. I mean, I had no clue anything was wrong. I mean, all I cared about was the music, you, and that's about it, really, and just getting high a little bit, and then all this shit happens.
Just...
Fumi, she looks to kind of focus on you for a moment and shakes her head.
Yeah, I think... Oh, man. There's a lot that's going on. I don't know everything. I just know it's fucking fucked up, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you could say that. Also, yesterday, I think, well, I told you Faith was in the hospital, right? Well, my mom was poisoning her, or not my mom, Tammy. She's not my mom. And, I got pissed and I ran her over with a car.
And Fumi just kind of stares at you, and mouth agape a little. And she closes it for a moment.
Oh. Is she dead?
I don't know. I don't know. So either I'm going to prison soon, or someone's going to kill me, or so I guess I don't know.
Sometimes, depending on who or what it is, a lot of people don't even notice if you kill it.
Really?
Yeah,
Like,
there's...
huh?
I've been to places, Kane, that are not here exactly. Like, not this Earth, I guess.
You've been there? Like,
I ended up there. I just walked into it and I was there. It was this darkened city with huge citadels, some of them broken and fractured, cracked. People, barely people, some of them. And some of them tried to grab me and drag me in, and I had a gun. You always bring a gun. Just in case.
he looks completely shocked and petrified.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it's not a surprise after everything. I mean, we're supposed to meet this doctor. Well, our doctor tomorrow. He has something to do with my mom, and has something to do with my fake mom. And I don't know. I mean, my dad has a gun. I mean, he was in the army. I don't know. I'm going to get one too, I guess. I don't know anything about shooting it, but I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm pretty scared, but I don't know. I don't know what got under me like today to even come to the concert. And that woman, I don't know what her deal is, but she could be bad news. I don't know. I feel like people want to get me, and I don't know why. I mean, not like just like they don't like me, but like for some reason, I don't know. And then all these dreams about the spider lady chasing me. I fucking don't want to sleep, but I mean, I was so tired. Yeah.
I'm here.
I know.
She gets up and puts her hands on your face and looks to you.
And I'll be here. As long as you want me. By here, in the vicinity.
She takes her hands off and rubs the back of her head.
I'll be here. You know.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, I'm really fucked up right now.
No. It's okay. I'm pretty fucked up too.
Yeah, okay. I guess I should try to sleep, I guess.
Well, could try cuddling again.
Yeah, sure. I'd like that.
And as the two of you eventually go to bed, roll me disadvantage with a +1.
I think I have -2 because of my.
Oh, how deep are you?
I'm pretty bad.
I know you healed a little bit.
I put that up though. I think I was at irrational before anxious or something. I'm at neurotic, so -2.
Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So you got -1.
Okay, keep it together.
Yeah. Oh no. Just disadvantage.
Sorry. Where is that? There it is. -1.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
For the first time in days, maybe even weeks, you sleep soundly. And with that, the screen fades to black, and that's the end of the episode. Yay!
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 Power of the cuddle.
Yeah, it's
What?
true. I was like hoping. I'm just like, let him succeed. This would be great.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yay!
Maggie.
He must have fallen asleep.